Right, it's that time of season again, pre-cross season, time when people are looking to glue up their tubs for the season to come, so I thought I'd show you through some of the techniques for gluing up your cross tubs quickly and efficiently, and blow apart some of the myths perhaps behind tub gluing. First things first, it's important to get your tubs stretching before you try and glue them. You cannot glue unstretched tubs on, they're simply too tight. Best way of getting them stretched is on an old rim. You can use a clincher rim, or you can use an old tub rim, or even the rims you're going to glue on. So to stretch your tubs on the rim, it's usually best to have the tub slightly inflated before you do that. It just makes seating it that little bit easier. So seat the valve on the valve hole, and then you're looking to pull either side, pull the tub either side of that valve hole to start pulling it round. Keep going, keep pulling it round, and then when you get nearer the end, you're looking to just edge the tub onto the rim, like so, and then just centre it, just so it's nicely on. You can then inflate it up to 40 psi, something like that. Not too high with cross tubs, they're not designed to go over about 50 psi maximum, especially with the handmade tubs like Dugast and FMB. So inflate it, leave it on the rim for a day, a couple of days, longer the better really, and it'll make your life much easier when you come to glue. The other thing to think about before you glue is preparing the rim. With nice carbon rims like these, often the surface needs a light sanding, not with heavy duty sandpaper, just a very light sandpaper, just to key it up a bit so that the glue sticks a little bit better. Just run the sandpaper around like that to just give it a little bit of purchase, and that's fine. You can do the same on alloy rims. They can also do it with buffing up a little, just so the glue sticks a bit better. One of the myths about tub gluing is that it takes a long time to glue up tubs. Whilst you can't leave your tub gluing until the day before you race, you can, with a little bit of planning, just spend 10-15 minutes a day over 4 or 5 days and get your tubs done. It just requires that level of planning rather than hours and hours to actually do it. So once you've got your rims stretched over a few days and you've got your rim bed prepped by a gentle bit of sanding, you're ready to layer up the glue. What you're looking to do is get a nice, thin, even layer across the rim bed, with paying particular attention to the size. I find it easier to use a brush. You can use your fingers with a latex glove on, whichever is up to you. But you're going for an even coverage right the way across the tub, working your way into that side of the rim. That's the bit where the tub will stick best, across that edge. That's where the most adhesion comes. So what you're looking to do is get one layer on the rim, set it aside, don't put it down on the carpet, you'll get bits on it. Set it aside for a day to dry, and then layer it up and build up a second layer. In terms of the tub itself, with a brand new tub, you're looking to get a nice layer of glue on the base tape. Put quite a thickish layer on if it's a brand new tub. If it's a tub that you've already used, that's fine, you can get away with a lot less glue. But first out, you need a nice thick layer all the way around the base tape. Let that dry for about 10 minutes or so to cure off, and then get it back on to keep it stretching, back on the rim that you've been using to stretch it on. Don't worry, it will stick slightly because the rim has already been glued, but that's not a problem. And then, once you've built up one layer on the tub itself and a couple of layers on the rim, you're ready to mount up. So, you've got a couple of layers on your rim, you've already put a layer on your base tape, they've been allowed to dry for a day or so in between layers. You're ready to put your final layer on the tub, first of all. Just a nice even layer, not too thick this time, all the way around the base tape on the inside. layer it up, put it aside while you build the final mounting layer onto the rim. And again, when you're doing that mounting layer, this time it needs to be a little bit thicker, put plenty of glue and really cover those edges. Straight away, don't leave it more than 10 minutes or so, maximum, otherwise the glue will go off and you'll struggle to get a really good bond. Straight away, you want to get mounting. Now, the trick behind this is to do it without getting glue all over yourself or anything else. And again, like when you're stretching, you want to get the valve mounted and then begin to pull the tub either side of the valve hole. You really need to kind of work it in. Then, the best way to do it is take your shoe off, put your foot and hold it and begin to pull the tub over. You shouldn't need to touch the face tape too much at this point, so you shouldn't get too much glue on you. While it's still wet, you then need to centre it up and just kind of squeeze it in and mount it nice and straight. If you don't mount it straight, you'll feel a wobble as you're riding along on the tub. Some people like to let the air back out of the tub and actually roll all the way around to make sure that the tub seats nicely and glues nicely on the rim. You can even use a broomstick to push the tub into the central groove and make sure you get that nice bond. Then all you're doing is pumping it up to about 40-50 psi, and then you need to leave it a good 16 hours, maybe a full day preferably, and you're ready to go.